4th of July is coming. Independence Day. One of the biggest days in the American calendar. And every country in the world, for the most part, has some sort of Independence Day. And it got me thinking, Independence Day, what is it about? Is it about barbecuing and spending time with family and getting some days off from work? Sure, nothing wrong with that. It's a good part of life. But when I really think about independence, I think about a lot more than just a weekend vacation or a holiday. I think about how can I make my entire life independent from those forces that make people unhappy. What makes people happy and what makes people unhappy? It's simple. Stress. And when you look at the stressors that we all have in the world and we want to be independent of that stress, first place to go to is financial independence. Number one cause of divorce, not having enough money, financial issues. Number one cause of stress, not being able to pay your bills. So listen to what I'm about to say and present to you, because I'm here in Miami right now and I was just thinking, what do I love about my life and what do I not like about my life? And if you've been watching my YouTube videos and my Instagram and social media, you've seen my life and my lifestyle over the last 6 or 7 years. And there's confusion. Some people think, Ty's all about just showing off Lamborghinis and this and that. No, that was to get people's attention to start thinking about the things that matter more than fancy cars. I like cars. Always have since I was a little kid. And sometimes they remind me, they're a token, they're a placeholder in the big picture of life, which is, how do you find a good life? How do you enjoy life? 4 pillars of the good life I've spoken of are health, wealth, love, and happiness. But the hardest of those for most people, the hardest for me, the hardest for my family growing up, was the financial part. How do you get that pillar of the independent good life going in a way that you're not continually stressed out? For me, it was training. It was 5 mentors that I found starting at age 19 with Joel Salatin. You may have seen him, my first mentor. He was just on the Joe Rogan show for the second time. And these mentors all showed me a different level of creation of independence, specifically financial independence. They were businessmen, they were entrepreneurs, and I've always been grateful for that foundation that I was given. And so the programs that I've created over the last 6 or 7 years have all been with that in mind. How can I help as best I can people around the world learn the things that my mentors taught me? And I've come up with a series of training programs, 12, 13, 14, 15 programs. And what I want to do for this 4th of July is offer a special bundle. 12 of my top programs, all in one, for a very low price, a massive discount. That'll just be here for the 4th of July holiday and the weekend, and then we'll close. So what you're going to get is my SMMA program, Social Media Marketing Agency, the 2.0 version. You're going to get my new ABI Masterplan, which is the 9 ways to invest your money. It's the asset-based income investing program. Cashflow 2.0 about being affiliate. 12 foundations, traveling CEO about outsourcing business. 67 steps about mindset. The e-commerce agency, which is how to get customers paying you monthly to run their e-commerce for them. It's very appropriate in the world we live in right now. My DSMC program, Digital Social Marketing Consultant, how to get paid as a consultant. 5-minute mentor program, 5 minutes a day. Training, things I wish I learned at 18. My social media secrets program on how to grow your social media influence. Trend mentor program, how to catch new trends early. So I'm going to put a link below that'll just be here for the 4th of July holiday and the weekend, and then we'll close. Okay? And there's been people that sometimes are like, wait, is this thing legit? Is this real? Who is this person teaching? It's not a college program. How do I know that this is real? And what I can tell you is over 250,000 people have gone through my paid training programs. And the amount of testimonials that I've gotten has been actually one of the nicest parts of the last 6 or 7 years of my life. And you can still go to college. Some people believe you need it. I believe that in an increasingly fast-paced world, that traditional university education will have a hard time keeping up, especially around the areas like entrepreneurship, around digital marketing, around all those things that are evolving quicker than a textbook can be written for them. Also, this is pennies on the dollar. I was talking to a friend. She's at NYU. It's $80,000 a year for an undergrad degree. That's $320,000 a year. She has some scholarships, so it's only $30,000 a year. And I'm still thinking, that's $120,000 and 4 years of your life. And that's fine if you want to do that. But if you want to do something that this week you can start to gain tremendous insight into the ways that you can build a home-based business, something you don't have to go to an office, which is very appropriate in the world we live in. If you want to learn how to start to generate income from an online business, and I'm not promising you become a billionaire or a millionaire. Not everybody can be a millionaire. Not everybody can be a billionaire. But it's my sincere belief that everybody can create financial independence if they're trained correctly. And the education system we have now has not changed since the 1800s. The way we're learning, the way we're putting people through school, the way we've been through school, it's not fair. It's set up to fail, not to succeed. I think everybody realizes that, but nobody wants to, talk about the elephant in the room. And that is, you got to change with the times. And you need to catch the next big trend. And that next big trend is home-based businesses. It can be done. Figure out how to make your first $1 online. Then I tell people to figure out, add a zero to it. Your first $10. Your first $100. I remember in 2001 making my first $100 online, and I couldn't believe it. And my financial independence has gone up straight line, like a graph, from 2001 to 2020. So I want to share that with you. I want to share with you what hundreds of thousands of people have gone through in over 192 countries in the world. Stuff works. It doesn't matter where you live. It works because it's based on the internet. And as long as you got an internet connection, you can begin to implement. So click the link below. That'll just be here for the 4th of July holiday and the weekend. And then we'll close to get in this special 4th of July holiday financial independence bundle. Okay? Click the link below. You'll see some details on exactly what you're getting. Like I said, the price is way under $500. Okay? And for some people, when you click the link, you might go, well, I don't know if I can afford that. Think about it. Think about it. Think about what you have to lose by not doing something. People ask me, how do you, Ty, get out from under the habit or bad habit of procrastination? And I say, think about the flip side. Invert your thinking. What happens if I don't do that and focus on the pain of not doing things you know you should do? That's the motivator. Humans are motivated by carrot and a stick, reward and pain. Those two things working in tandem. Think about the reward of making the right moves, financial independence. What will your life feel like when you're not stressed every single month to pay the rent, to pay the bills? What if your life could start taking on a new financial independence? What would it look like? Well, it would look different. It's like an artist painting on a canvas. It always looks different for different people. What would your canvas look like? Mine looks like lots of travel, time with friends, time to read, time to think, time to make my next move. My farm, I think about nice things, but not just nice things. Nice people, improve my social life. It improved my health, time to spend in the gym, time to eat right. Financial independence has long-reaching positive repercussions, consequences for your life, good ones. And I'll tell you, avoiding what you know you should be doing, that has, it's a domino effect that you don't want, a negative domino effect, where all of a sudden life seems to fall apart. And the next thing you know, it's almost impossible to recover. And that's why I've been lucky that I had mentors that really kicked my butt and said, Ty, listen, stop thinking about the pain of doing something. Focus on the pain of not doing it. Focus on the reward at the end of the day, what it's going to look like and feel like to have gotten your finances and your cash flow and your income rocking and rolling, So click the link below. This will expire at the end of the 4th of July. All right. I'll see you inside the program. You're literally saving thousands of dollars if you try to buy these independently. I bundled it all together and made it a deal that you can't refuse. All right? Talk to you soon.